we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the passing of Title IX.
This is the federal civil rights law that says girls and boys, men and women should all have equal access to education and should not be discriminated against based on their sex or their gender.
And one of the biggest impacts of Title IX is in sports. Ahead of the women's Final Four in Minneapolis this weekend, Fox 9's Hannah Flood looks at Title IX's impact here in our state. Hannah?
Well, you may not have known that more than 100 years ago, girls' high school sports were huge here in Minnesota. But as the world and attitudes changed, those sports were taken away for many more decades. And tonight we're highlighting a person who was monumental in bringing back girls' sports and shaping them into the programs we know today.
I'm always reminded when I see this that we have a choice when we get involved with a cause that we believe in, sit in the back of the bus or to put our hands on the wheel.
Dorothy McIntyre is one of those people that put her hands on the wheel and drove a movement that created girls' sports in Minnesota as we know them today.
And I think I was lucky that I lived during a time when I could put my hands on the wheel and help steer a few things and open some doors.
To understand what Dorothy accomplished in women's sports, we have to go back to the beginning, to the late 1800s, to a new game called basketball.
Women played basketball first in Minnesota.
The story of women's basketball in Minnesota is outlined in a book Dorothy co-authored called Daughters of the Game. In 1893, just a few years after basketball was invented, it was introduced to girls at Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota.
Once they learned it there at Carleton, it spread around the entire southern part of the state, and pretty soon it's all over the state. By 1900, you can find basketball in International Falls.
Through the early 1900s, basketball was huge for high school girls in Minnesota. And even though many of them still wore skirts as uniforms,
this was one of the first uniforms back in the early 1900s.
Basketball and swimming especially were two sports girls were welcome to participate in.
Girls were playing basketball and playing hard and playing to win.
But in the late 1930s, attitudes about girls and women's sports changed. Some in the medical field thought competition was harmful to women's bodies, and the competitive spirit kept some girls from getting involved. By the early 1940s, Minnesota schools had cut virtually all of their girls' sports programs.
From the 30s and 40s, 50s, 60s, even into the 70s, women were sitting on the sidelines, up in the bleachers.
This is where Dorothy McIntyre's story in Minnesota sports begins. In the early 1960s, Dorothy was working as a teacher at Eden Prairie High School during a time when many schools had girls' recreation associations, programs where girls could play sports for fun. No leagues, no games, no competition.
And we had a great deal of fun. But there was always the knock on the door, and they'd say, "Miss McIntyre, why can't we do what the boys do? You know, I love to play basketball. I love gymnastics. Why can't we go out and do those things?"
Searching for a solution, Dorothy went to her principal with a plan. Visit nearby schools for unofficial scrimmages. The principal told her if she could learn to drive a bus, they could travel.
And by the next Thursday, I went downtown, took the test, passed it, came back and said to the principal, "Here's my license."
Her principal stayed true to his word, handed her the keys, and Dorothy took the wheel.
We burned a lot of gas traveling all over the state, not just in the metro area. We were up to Bemidji and St. Cloud because we had other people we needed to teach about why girls should be able to do this.
Through the 1960s, during a time where there were no competitive opportunities for girls to play sports at school, she traveled with a group of girls doing gymnastics and playing basketball, showing other communities that girls did have a place in sports.
When we did that, then we started opening doors here and there. And before I knew it, I became a voice for this advocacy of opening doors for girls.
By the late 1960s, Dorothy found an ally in a high place, the director of the Minnesota State High School League, who also believed girls should have opportunities to play sports. They pitched their idea to the league.
The vote was passed 32-0.
That monumental vote solidified what Dorothy knew to be true. People were ready to start letting girls play sports again. In 1970, before Title IX was passed at the federal level, Dorothy started working at the Minnesota-State High School League, carving out a space for girls in sports at high schools across the state.
Well, we had 8 state tournaments by 1978. That's pretty fast, considering we had a standing start with none in 1970.
Girls in Minnesota now have access to 27 co-curricular activities, thanks in part to Title IX requirements, but especially thanks to the women who took the wheel and kept driving forward.
When you know your history, you won't repeat the same mistakes again. And we are never going to allow the opportunities for girls and women to be taken away. Never again.
And Dorothy McIntyre went on to work for the Minnesota State High School League for 32 years, forever having a huge impact on girls in sports in Minnesota. And she'll be the first to tell you she did it with the help of many other dedicated Minnesotans. And we're grateful for it.
Oh my gosh, what a trendsetter. And you played sports, right?
Yeah, I was one of those people, one of the many girls, women that benefited from that, substantial change. And to think that we had it and then it was taken away. And it was so huge, so popular. Like she said, all the way up in International Falls in the early 1900s, girls were playing basketball. Dorothy said sometimes schools would have girls' teams before they'd have boys' teams.
And all that memorabilia that she has too, the uniform and everything, it's just amazing. She is a treasure, for sure.
Yeah,
Thank you, Hannah.
It's really cool.
Right. Very nice.
I do want to highlight, though, over the next week, we're going to share more of these stories. We're talking about some leading research that the University of Minnesota is doing in women in sports. We're talking about some really monumental court cases. And then coming up at 10, Don Mitchell has a story of some more coaches that were really monumental in the 60s and 70s of making this change.
I'll look forward to it.
Very good.
Thank you. Well, Target's